we never got to the point where we brought all this together. So I just want to say this as I close. How do you feel about your situation? No, this you're not gonna tell yourself, and you're going to ask your spouse. You're gonna sit down and hold his or her hand and go look in the face of that person. And you're gonna talk to them. And you have to build them. And you're gonna have to say things to them. And they have to say the same things back to you. Because I have found that the image we have of ourselves has to be what is your spouse's image of you? Does your spouse someone whom he has to impress, someone whom he has to satisfy, someone with whom he's responsible for? I am accountable to her. You ever been around people and they say, I gotta go home to my wife? They are accountable. They're being accountable to their spouse. Hello, people. Hi. Are you out there? Look, rate is too high. There are too many broken people in relationships. Too many people ending up in nursing homes and who are broken. Too many people who are carrying too much baggage. We need to minimize it. And here are some ways in which we do. Know the people before you get involved and you get so deep. And choose wisely. Choose somebody who's going to take you places, people. Don't just choose P and them because, well, and let me just address this real quick. Especially in some cultures, there is a pressure, a societal or community pressure enforced by people in your immediate family who tell you that you can't show up at Thanksgiving dinner without a man. You can't come to a family reunion without a man. And so people feel this pressure to go engage in relationships. In the Black culture, people have children way too early. Man, they just come out of college at 22, 23 and you have a baby. You're not married. You married some guy and the marriage is over by the time you're 27 and you're still left alone. By the time you're 30, you have 2 children and you're not married. Cut it out. Stop putting pressure on people. Get to know the person. What is it about being with a person, being in a relationship that tells you that that person, there's something wrong with you if you're not with a man? I can't begin to tell you how that was my story for a while. And I thought it was, I'm like, I remember once saying, you all realize that there's a socioeconomic status to this stuff. I said, you don't even realize what you're buying into because you're telling yourself that. And then you end up choosing people whom you would not normally be with. And you keep having revolving doors in your lives. They nearly killed me. But the truth is, it's the truth. I'm like, I would rather wait to be with the right person than to have men pass through my life on a revolving door. It's the same thing with men. You should wait to be with the right person than just have women passing through your life because you got to show up with someone. No, choose the right person, therefore. So we need to stop this. Young women are getting out of college and we're forcing them, making them feel that if they're not part of a relationship, they haven't achieved anything. No, achievement is not defined by having a man standing beside you. You're putting pressure on people that is not supposed to be there. Then they end up choosing some joker who becomes a joke. And so many of them end up, people who my daughter went to college with, 2 years later, oh, they were so in love, they were going to get married. Mom, guess who's getting married? 2 years later, the marriage doesn't work and they have a baby. Now they're a single mother, alone with a baby. So now they have to rely on their parents to help them raise the child. Hello, so what happened? Divorced or he left, they didn't stay together. Because of what? And you got to understand, this was something I had to fight with my daughter. I'm like, cut it out. I don't want to hear that foolishness. Choose to be with someone who has the temperance and the self-preservation to be with you. They have to first be committed to myself that I'm not going to engage in anything that's going to be hurtful to me. I'm going to make the best choices for myself. You see what I'm saying? That's me. Time out. I'm done. Right? And I'm just saying, if you feel that I feel that you need to love the person you're with. There has to be something about the person you admire and love. Commit to that, therefore. That person, look at all, I say this all the time, take pen and paper, weigh it all up, right? Add it all up. Does it add up? Does it? A person with a billionaire mindset is going to take you places that you've never seen before. Marry the man who has an execution strategy. A plan is not I want to. Do you know how you know the difference? It's real simple. My daughter asked me this question yesterday, and I said to her, you know how you know? The person doesn't say, I want to be. Guess what they say? I am going to be. When you say I am, you're inserting the present into the future. You're saying, I am a doctor. I am a nurse. I am a professor. I am a scientist. I am a lawyer. I'm a doctor. I'm a politician. I'm a prosecutor. I am the boss. You see what I'm saying? Instead of I want to be. I want to be is nothing. I am is everything. I am is the definition and the defining moment. When someone says I am, they're grabbing the future and putting it into the present. So they will always walk into that. I am. That's the difference with a billionaire mindset. Not someone who says, I want to, but someone who says, I am going to do. A friend of mine says it to me like this. He said he was starting something and he reached out to me and he said, I think I need your help. How can you do it? Because he said, there's one thing I know about you. If you say you are going to do it, it's done. Because he said, the minute you say, I am going to, it's a done deal. I am, right? Marry somebody who talks like that. Somebody who says, I am going to do this. You know what? That person is going to find a way to do it. That's the one. Not the person who is, oh, I want to be, and you're going to help me do it because you have the money and you can do this and you can do that. The person who says, I am, you know what you know about them? They are going to do it with or without you. Trust me. Because they're committed to getting it done for themselves. So if you choose to be with them, fine. If you don't, they're still going to do it. The person who says, I am, that's the one you want. That's the one you want. Right? Right. Thanks so much, everybody. Let me read what you're all saying, and then we're out of here. Mine too, if we talked a lot before he passed. Yeah. Okay. This is some stuff. Play this over and over again, because this is going to be very instructive for you. I feel like there's somebody on the cusp of making that decision. Maybe that's why your life intersected with mine right now. You're on the cusp of making a decision to divorce someone. Come on. Because you feel like it's not going anywhere and it's not going in the direction. Revisit, go back and listen. Take pen and paper, add up everything before you sign the papers, before you determine the divorce. Go take pen and paper. Write down everything about that person, because I feel like that's not the one you should divorce. Don't let the other joker over here, who is admiring what you have, right, and telling you to leave him to come because there's better out there. Don't let your girlfriends convince you. You go figure that out for yourself. Listen to the person. What are they saying? Are they speaking the future into the present? Right? I am. I am. Right? Love. What a powerful thing. Isn't love powerful? Love moves us. And love is what we need. Right? If you love them and you're committed to them, stick with it. That's the one. The person who has the billionaire mindset. Go get it, people. Go get it. All right. Go to my website, harrietkemmick.com, theexodusfoundation.com. Help us do what we do to help others. These are the kinds of conversations we have with folk. Help me to get the message out. And go buy my books. You want to read that book, Through the Fire. You should read the follow-up. After the Fire will be out in the fall. You should read Through the Fire. Very instructive. I mean, they use it as a case study at a college in New Hampshire. They use it even here in Oakland County, the Oakland County Mental Health Department. It's part of their library, right? And it's at the Shaker Heights Library in Ohio. In Shaker Heights, Ohio, self-help. Go read that book, Through the Fire, right? It'll tell you a lot about the decisions you have to make about relationships, and you will read it and get an understanding for yourself. and you will hear it, right? So if this message has been a blessing to you, thank you so much. I speak health, wealth, and prosperity over you. I command that the universe endow you with the gifts that you need to make the right decisions that impact your life every day. Thank you so much, everybody. Love you all. Love you. I love you all. I love you all because you take the time to be with me, right? I love you. Thank you so much, everybody. Be blessed, everybody. Hey. Hey.